Inaugural session of the Manufacturing and MSME Conclave and MSME Awards. This is the fourth edition of the conclave. It's my privilege to welcome onto the dais our distinguished speakers for the inaugural session. Mr. Abraham George Stephanos, Senior Vice President, the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Managing Director, Tata Steel Downstream Products Limited. Mr. Indrajit Sen, Immediate former President, the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry and Managing Director, International Combustions India Limited. Mr. Rajesh Pandey, IAS Principal Secretary, Department of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises and Textiles, Government of West Bengal. Mr. Damodar Acharya, former Director, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. And Mr. Deb Kumar Basu, Mr. Satyabrata De, Managing Director, Sri Leathers Limited. And Mr. Deb Kumar Basu, Chairperson, Manufacturing and MSME Committee, the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We welcome you all onto this dais, please. May we have a round of applause for the distinguished speakers, please. With this, I would request Mr. Deb Kumar Basu, Chairperson, Manufacturing and MSME Committee of the Chamber, to please take the session forward.
Good morning. I welcome you all to this edition of our MSME and Manufacturing Conclave. Without wasting any further time, may I request Mr. Abraham Stephanos to give us the welcome address.
Mr. Indrajit Sen, Immediate former President, Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Mr. Satyabrata De, Managing Director, Sri Leathers Limited. Professor Damodar Acharya, former Director, Indian Institute of Technology, Kharagpur. Mr. Rajesh Pandey, IAS Principal Secretary, Department of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises and Textiles, Government of West Bengal. And Mr. Deb Kumar Basu, Chairperson, Manufacturing and MSME Committee, Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry, enormously to the industrial development of the country. The Manufacturing and MSME Conclave, organized by the Chamber every year, provides exposure to some of the best engineering manufacturing case presentations to the industry at large, with a prime focus on the MSMEs. This year, we are organizing our fourth edition of this conclave, focusing on future of manufacturing and MSME, opportunities and challenges. I would think this is a very apt and timely topic because the manufacturing industry is undergoing tremendous transition, and many of you may already know it, but I'm sure that in 10 years' time, the manufacturing industry, as we refer to it, will be to recognize and reward those MSMEs based on their best practice presentations. This award ceremony, organized by the Chamber, creates a benchmark for MSMEs to work on their own development and growth. Today, we are organizing our annual MSME Excellence Awards, and this is our 12th year. I'm sure the award ceremony will be very interesting and further create an impetus among all our MSME units present here today and would help them in growing their business and developing their technologies further. I'm sure that this conclave will be a rewarding and significant program for the Chamber as well as the people who are present, and it would help in giving a new impetus to the engineering and manufacturing industry in West Bengal. I would not take much further time, and before I end, I would like to once again thank all of you. I would like to thank all our sponsors, without whom this program would not be possible. Their names are on the backdrop. And all the speakers who kindly spared their time to be here. And of course, all the participants without whom this conclave would not have any meaning. Thank you very much and welcome.
May I now request Mr. Inderjeet Sen. Apart from being a former president, he is also a member of the MSME committee for a long, long time. May I request Mr. Inderjeet Sen for his theme address.
Thank you, Mr. Basu. Dignitaries on the dais, distinguished guests, friends of the media, ladies and gentlemen, good morning to you all. It gives me great pleasure to see you all at this annual manufacturing conclave of the Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industry. All of us are aware that we are passing through a period of great contradiction where on one hand there is significant slowdown in the industry and on the other hand, because of advancement of technology, new opportunities are opening up in various sectors. This is particularly true for MSME sectors in India. Surely, all opportunities also come with its own specific challenges, and early recognition of the opportunities and the challenges and addressing them is of utmost importance for scripting the success stories. I am pleased that some of the eminent speakers, leaders from the industry, great minds from academia, and senior government officials would share their views, knowledge, and experience with you and elaborate on the various sectors where such opportunities exist and the associated challenges that needs to be addressed. I'm sure this will enrich all of us and help us to move forward on the path of success. I must, however, mention that we often fail to recognize that in the overall spectrum of challenges faced by MSME, apart from the opportunity-specific challenges, which includes upgradation of skill and technology, there are many hidden legacy and social challenges which should be addressed. Failure to understand and addressing them suitably would lead to a paradox where, despite addressing diligently all the opportunity-related challenges, we may in the end see failure, and it will leave us wondering, why did we not succeed as expected? I'd like to touch briefly on these inadequately recognized hidden challenges which are faced by MSME industry all over the world and also in West Bengal. At this point, I would like to take a disclaimer and state that what I will say now in this regard is more a generic observation and may not apply specifically to some of you who are present here today. To start with, let us take a snapshot of SWOT of the MSME sector. This we must keep at the back of our mind when we look at the opportunities and challenges faced by the sector. What are the strengths? They have very high level of entrepreneurship skill and are innovative, they are flexible, their operating structure is lean and not top-heavy, and they are very passionate in their desire to succeed. What are the weaknesses? In fact, actually I do not like the word weakness very much, so I would rather address this as a challenge. So what are the challenges? And the few of the challenges actually are lack of awareness or access to newer technology and newer skills, lack of exposure to the market of their products, even when it is of high quality standard, and occasionally, this is very surprising, an uncompromising belief that one can meet the demands of today by using old, traditional methods, technology, and infrastructure. As an example, I may add that in the earlier time, in fact, when I started working many years back, we used to feel very satisfied if we reached a level of quality where the rejection was less than 0.5%. We used to feel very proud about it. Today, this is not acceptable, and for many cases, we have to reach a quality level where rejection has to be 25 ppm or 25 parts per million. For this, one truly has to acknowledge that this will only be possible with newer manufacturing technique, equipment, and skills. Strangely, this is also very strange, but I have to say this, strangely, one of the major weaknesses is also of MSMEs is also their current success in business, even if it is on account of business from a single company or with a single product. It makes them averse to undertaking any risk evaluation and also make investments for upgrading the technology and skills. I'm sure many of you have come across such disaster stories in the past because such situation has happened and I do not need to elaborate them. Another issue of serious threat and concern, over the years I've been thinking about this for many time, and serious concern is that many of these companies are also family-owned and family-run, where brilliant entrepreneurs of one or two generations have built a great business through hard work and strong commitment. The next generation, however, has little interest to take this business forward, as their interest lies in some other profession or business areas. Further, a brilliant entrepreneur sometimes fails to recognize that the next generation may need more time and coaching than he needed, and the resulting impatience leaves the next generation confused and unprepared. This results surely in slow natural death of these companies. You will be surprised that this particular threat to MSME industry exists not only in India, but all over the world, and I'm saying this from my personal knowledge and experience. Honestly, I am not a doomsday advocate. I'm really not so. And strongly believe that today, with the advancement of technology, opportunities have grown many-fold and continues to grow rapidly as new areas are opening up for the Indian MSME sectors. The primary strength of Indian industry continues to be low manufacturing cost and our special skill to learn and adopt new technology at a very fast pace. This makes India an attractive industrial destination, and more successful global companies, as a part of their global business strategy of wanting to come to India, share their technology, and make India their manufacturing base. Being in the industry for many decades, my personal view, which I'd like to share with you, is that to be successful, let us embrace the opportunity and associated new technology with enthusiasm and passion, but to avoid disappointment, let us not ignore the threats and challenges and also make proper risk evaluation on a short and long term before we commit ourselves. I am a believer in the strength of MSME and confident of their success for the new opportunities coming on the way. With this, I'd like to leave the platform to the eminent speakers to share their knowledge and experience with you. Thank you very much.
A few days ago, I had a short interaction with Mr. Rajesh Pandey, Principal Secretary, MSME Department, State of West Bengal. And I'm absolutely sure that MSMEs will benefit greatly with his support and encouragement. May I now request Mr. Rajesh Pandey to address us.
A very good morning to all of you. We have with us Professor Acharya, Mr. Stephanos, Senior Vice President of Bengal Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Sen, Mr. Basu, Mr. De, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure for me to be here on this annual event of Bengal Chamber of Commerce and Industries, specifically focused on the challenges and opportunities for the MSMEs. I see that this program, post the inaugural session, we have sessions on how to improve the credit flow to the MSMEs, focusing on the EV and the batteries, which has some link to my previous assignments. There are discussions on the opportunities in the defense and aviation sector. And lastly, but most importantly, which I feel, is on how to improve the productivity. The MSME sector all around the world, especially in our country, has been the focus of almost all the governments. And in West Bengal, the MSME sector has been getting enormous government attention, and there has been, I think, no sector which has probably seen this kind of a growth. The figures which I just got before, coming over here, for the last 8-9 years, probably this past decade, the MSMEs numbers in the state has grown almost 11% CAGR. That's really very high. So currently we have like close to 90 lakh of MSMEs all across the state, spreading right from the hills to Sundarbans, and from the western districts of Purulia to our eastern parts of the state. Similarly, the credit growth has also happened tremendously. Last year, we touched close to 54,000 crores, lending by all across, all over the state by different banking partners. And now, this year, we expect that this should be close to 70,000 crores. This is something which, we have a feeling that this could also grow more. And how do we ensure that this grows more? I was listening to Mr. Sen when he mentioned that the SWOT analysis, which has been done by the chamber, or maybe by Mr. Sen, I do not know, it mentioned that credit is a major issue. Now, with this growth in the credit, which has been witnessed in the state, this is a problem. We understand this, and I am sure some of you, if not most of you, would have heard that in this year's budget, the state government has announced a scheme called Karm Sathi. Now, this is a scheme where we are trying to take the credit growth and the growth of the MSME sector for all kinds of entrepreneurs. These would be largely village-based rural entrepreneurs, could be, the distant and far municipal area-based entrepreneurs, where anybody who has an interest in a manufacturing business, in a process unit, or a business, or a service, and he can apply to the district industry center, DIC, and we are tying it up with the cooperative bank structure. Now, cooperative banks largely, since they are within the ambit of the state government, so we hope that the credit flow to these entrepreneurs will not be a problem. So we have targeted about 1 lakh such entrepreneurs in 1 year, and this will go on for next 3 years. The credit could be up to 2 lakhs. So this is a very small way from the side of the government to focus on the emerging on the emerging MSMEs, on the entrepreneurs who think that they can do something, they can do some business, they can do some small little manufacturing activity, but they are hamstrung by various other means, by lack of finance or lack of other expertise. So this is something which is now being taken up. I think in next couple of days, the detailed guidelines would be announced, and I am sure this would lead to a good amount of enthusiasm in the entrepreneurs all across the state. I know another thing which was probably eagerly awaited by MSMEs was the renewal of the incentive scheme. The West Bengal incentive scheme 2013 was for 5 years, and in this budget again the government has announced Prakalp called Bangla Shri Prakalp. Now this is something of a same ingredients as the incentive scheme which was there in place till 2018 31st March, and so we are working on it. I am sure in a couple of weeks this should also be announced. Now coming to the specific issues which are going to be discussed today, I think steel is one sector where there is a focused session. I was discussing with some of my colleagues, and I found that very recently even Government of India in the Ministry of Steel has come up with some kind of a scheme where the steel downstream industries, steel-based products and production units would be getting some kind of an incentive. This has been, I think, recently launched, and I am sure the session would be deliberating on this. I hope there would be somebody from the steel authority or the steel ministry. If not, we would be happy to organize some discussion involving the steel industry. This is going to, bring certain new areas and certain new units across the, areas where we have concentration of such units, where such skills are already there, and maybe with little more push, they can be, they can do certainly better. Another session which is on the electric vehicles and batteries. This is, I think, for quite some time in the power sector also this is being discussed, and I am sure now it is also being discussed in the MSME sector. I do not know whether, EV is going to open up new areas for investment, but at the same time, the huge accessory sector of the traditional automobile industry is going to see, not so good days. But in any case, this is something which cannot be wished away. This is the future. And probably next couple of years, EV has to be, it is going to overtake the